It's your boy Matty G reminding you right now, go ahead and take that popcorn on at the microwave, put that extra butter on it, throw some M&Ms in there to treat yourself, and get ready because Scott Larson is bringing the hashtag truth right now.
This is 4 Foot Batman. And 4 Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro toys and collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only, the blue chipper, Chase Emery. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, man?
All right, first questions first. I ask this of every wrestler that ever comes on the show. When did you get started, and who trained you, brother?
So I started late 2019. I think it was around July. I started in July, early August. I started at Lincolnton. Chad Scott initially trained me.
USA Main Event.
Yeah, that's right. USA Main Event. And then during 2020, when everything shut down and stuff, he unfortunately got really sick. So I went over and started training Matthews over in Charlotte with Lodi, and then trained with him, and he helped polish me up.
You actually did a match with Lodi. Not to interrupt you, but you actually did a match with Lodi, and I saw it a little while ago on YouTube. Man, that must have been exciting for you.
Yeah, I wrestled him at Old School Championship Wrestling.
I bet that was cool. I bet he didn't realize how good you were until then, right?
Yeah, when you wrestle somebody, that like that, it can be a little challenging because they know you as well, but it was fun.
Without a doubt. Got people coming on already. Alexander said, "What's up, Scott?" Well, what's going on, Alex? Glad to see you're here. Melanie Lewis, I know she's a big fan of yours. She said, "Hey, y'all."
What's up?
And of course, Mr. Cole Maccabee, Mr. Pro Wrestling Union, said, "Good evening, Scott, you two champ." And the champ part we're going to get into shortly also. Keith Carter said, "Good evening, Scott and Chase."
What's up, Keith?
You're awesome, Chase Emery from Melanie. And what's up, Chase from Brew. All right. So you have got, I've got to start right off with this. Everybody knows that I am HWA. I bleed HWA, Heritage Wrestling Alliance. I'm front row every show. You got a big match coming up, man.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how that came about, because I'm going to start it off and then I'm going to let you finish it. You were fighting Caleb Crocker, and then what happened?
His little girlfriend, she kept getting involved. The first match she got involved, and the second match she got involved. And me, I'm not gonna hit a woman. I'm never gonna put my hands on a woman, no matter what. Even though she was asking for it, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not that kind of guy. I was raised better than that. So I had to do what I had to do, and that's call in one of my friends. That's a girl, and I got Casey Fox to come.
Which is pretty cool because Miss Larkin, that's who we're talking about. That's
Miss Larkin,
Crocker's valet, Miss Larkin. She calls herself the I can't remember, something about a fox, but
Stone Cold Fox or something.
Stone Cold Fox, that's it. You got it. Yeah. And when Casey Fox came out, she said she's the original Fox.
That's right.
Huge pop at HWA, man, and that was really cool. So right from there, that show, the next show gets canceled at HWA because of weather. We had a big
Yep.
snowstorm that came in. And you guys had it planned for the 29th anyway. I
Yeah.
think both of you probably had prior engagements on the next show.
Yeah.
And so you guys are going to be doing that on the 29th, but my goodness, man. I mean, when you guys announced that match, the pop that was in the building, because Caleb Crocker is well hated and you're well loved there.
Yeah.
And to have that match, how does that feel when you get a crowd riled up like that, man? I mean, they were just, we can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, the support behind it, when I, accepted it, because I think he initially challenged me. Well, I couldn't understand what he was saying because he was going so fast, but,
You did say that in your promo too, man. You were talking so fast, I didn't understand you, but I'm going to say this anyway.
I kind of understood what he was saying, so I accepted it and then, basically told everybody what was happening. We're going to do the mixed tag match, and the place erupted. Just having the support feels pretty good,
Right? Without a doubt, man. So let's go back. You said you started training at USA Main Event under Chad Scott. Chad Scott got sick, COVID hit. So of course USA Main Event for the time being had shut down. I don't know if it's still going or not. I've heard rumors that he's bringing something back, but I haven't seen anything yet. But I know Chad Scott's out there doing his thing because he's all over Facebook. He's doing his, managerial thing and everything else, which is awesome. I love Chad Scott. So you start going to train with Loki. How was that, dude? Tell us a little bit about that. How did that?
It was a lot different.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was a lot different when I first started. Lodi wrestled in WCW in the late '90s, so he was a lot more physical than I was expecting.
Right.
So when I first got in and started rolling around with him, he was a lot more physical, and he taught me be more physical, when wrestling. So I kind of adapted to how he wrestled, and it's really helped me. He's helped me on the little things, hitting all the moves is good, but in between things you got to do during the match, that's what's going to help you get the victory.
Right. So how would you classify your wrestling style? I mean, to me, you're kind of like a Memphis wrestler. You're not too into getting on the top rope and doing a bunch of high flying stuff. You're more grounded, pounded, get in their face, right?
Right. I mean, I only go to the top rope if I have to. I'm not gonna turn my back and jump up on the top rope for no reason. If you see me on the top rope, I'm pulling out. I'm pretty desperate. I'm pulling it all out there. But yeah, keep it on the mat. I use my amateur background that I learned in high school and college. Like I use that stuff and it works. I like to say I'm a pretty good technical wrestler.
Right. So you actually wrestled in high school too, and in college?
Yeah. So I was a state champion in high school in North Carolina.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
So is that? I've got to ask, man. They call you the Blue Chipper. I've seen it on the back of your trunks. Where did that come from? Who looked at you and said you're the Blue Chipper?
I forgot. It was one of my friends when I first started. He was running some nicknames for me, and it was, I think he said the Blue Chip, and it kind of just evolved into the Blue Chipper. So I've kind of, and then I started.
Man, I mean, you come out. Yeah. Every time I've seen you come out, I mean, you probably have different colors too, but most of the time I've seen you come out with the red, white, and blue trunks. You come out with the the USA kind of vibe,
all American type kid. Yeah,
there you go. And I mean, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, man. You got the wrestling body. I mean, people, you're big. You're not a small kid. Did you have to work on that? Was you small when you were little, or were you always kind of
yeah, definitely. When I was a junior, so like when I was 16 or 17, I only weighed 145 pounds, and over that summer from my junior to senior year in high school, I fell in love with weightlifting. And I started just, pumping iron all summer, and then, gained about 140, 145 pounds my junior year, and then my senior year I was about 180, 100. I gained about 40 pounds that summer, And I ended up wrestling. I cut about 10 pounds to wrestle 170 my senior year in the 170-pound weight class. But yeah, after that year, I fell in love with weightlifting. Pumping iron. Started working out all the time, and then in college, really we lifted really heavy when we do weight training. So that helped me get bigger and stronger. And after I got done wrestling in college, like I'm still all the time, weightlifting. I just got back home. Actually, I was at the gym. I was lifting.
That's cool, man.
It's
Hey,
definitely it's my hobby, man.
I know you. I know you probably took a look at my rant, or somebody has told you about the rant that I keep having. It seems like I keep repeating myself over and over again. But you're one of them guys that rant isn't toward, because you're in the gym constantly. You're constantly training. You're constantly. From every one of your peers that I've talked to and asked, hey, how's Chase Emery doing? Man, this kid is on fire. He's listening. He's like a sponge. I had one guy tell me you were like a sponge.
Yeah.
He said he got in the ring with you and he helped you out with a few things that you asked him to help him out with before a show one night, and you used it that night. He said he watched you out there from behind the curtain, and you used it the same night that he showed you some stuff. So, I mean, you're getting praises. Now, I have to take that and go right into this, and then we're going to go into a commercial. What was the call like when you got the call about going to AEW Dark? I've got to know.
Oh,
because
when they
2 years in the business and already AEW Dark's calling, that had to be like, whoa.
Yeah. So it was New Year's Eve. So December 31st, 21, like almost at midnight, and I was sitting there on my phone. I got a message, saying, hey, we're reaching out to you about if you're interested in doing a Dark Elevation at a Dynamite taping and Rampage taping January the 12th. And I was just like, wow, like I was not expecting that.
Did you look at that message the first time you read it and go, okay, who's pulling my leg?
Well,
did it ever cross your mind to say that?
I thought it was pretty legit, because the email that was sent to me, it had like, it was at allaelitewrestling.com, the email was. So I was like, this is probably pretty legit. And it had a bunch of like steps, like stuff I had to do, like blood work and
so
like
wow, they actually sent you the whole 9 yards. That's cool, man. See, you're giving us a little bit of the fourth wall there, but
yeah,
thank you for that, by the way. But that's cool, man. I mean, wow, we've got a lot of people talking. I'm going to get back to that, but if I don't catch up on this, I'll never catch up.
Okay.
Caribbean Tiger said Chase is great at getting his butt whooped. Woo, good love. Brandon said, what's up, Blue Chipper? Or should I say future AEW star?
What's up, Brandon?
He's looking forward to coming this Saturday.
Oh, I am too.
Chase Emery is great, and not only in the ring, but also backstage. So there you go. Here's another one.
Likewise to Tiger.
Keith Carter, you are excellent at your work in the ring, Chase. Your marketing is first class, and we're going to get into that too.
Thank you, Keith.
Luke Fury says, what's up, Scott and Chase? James Kiefer said, hello, fellows. What would your dream match be?
My dream match would be against Hulk Hogan. Because no matter what, anybody would want to come see that. That'd probably be the biggest payoff, because anybody from everywhere would want to come see Hulk Hogan, no matter who he's wrestling.
But it'd be kind of clashing gimmicks, wouldn't it? I'm not trying to say, but he's the all-American hero, and you're walking in red, white, and blue, so it'd kind of be a clash.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to play the bad guy that night. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, they'd probably be cheering they'd definitely be cheering for Hulk Hogan over me.
Unless you could talk him into doing the NWO thing, and then you could come in as your,
Yeah. We'd have to see.
Either way, take my money, please.
Yeah. It don't matter how old Hulk Hogan is. People are going to pay to see him.
Without a doubt, man. Keith wants to know, do you coach wrestling?
Yeah, I actually do coach wrestling. I coach amateur wrestling. So, yeah.
That is, we're going to get into that in a few minutes. I'm going to ask you more questions on that. Oh, look who just showed up. Navy Wright said Chase Emery is a loser. Kidding. Navy Wright, stick around, because we have a special thing we're going to do right after this next commercial. We're going to watch the match together between Chase Emery and you, Navy Wright. last year at the Haliotsko Memorial Cup, and we're
Yeah,
gonna
so stick around
kinda
for that.
dissect the match. So I'm glad you're here, Navy. That kind of worked out just great. Thank you. Jonathan Darwin said, I enjoyed calling your matches in World Fighting Showcase. I hope to get to call another match soon.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What's up, Chase? You know my boy Landon, four-time state champ.
Yeah, I'm actually good friends with Landon Four. I remember when he was elementary school, man. Me and he was in the club, but he was in the same wrestling club I was in for a while, and then when he got into high school, man, he got really good, and he started training at a place called Combat Athletics. So he's a really good wrestler, man. I hope he's doing well. I know he's battling some injuries. I haven't talked to him in a couple years, but I hope he's doing well.
Nice.
I know he's at Montreat College. I don't know if he's wrestling though.
John Matthews says he can't wait to step in the ring with you. You're probably going to get a lot of wrestlers that's going to say that tonight. Peter Pan said, I'll be pulling for Chase. I don't like Hogan. Joshua said, Catman versus Chase. Let's make it happen. Yes, I'd love to see you versus Stifler. That would be so cool.
It might happen at PWF.
There you go. There you go. Navy Wright. Oh, he's going to be watching. There you go. Oh, my dad's chiming in. He said, what's your next step? What are you looking forward to next?
Well, I'm looking forward to Saturday at HWA, and then after that, man, I got some good shows coming up. Going to be in Battle Zone. I got a big match with Zuka King and Perry James. Battle Zone United States Championship. That's going to be a really big match. Perry James, that's going to be handcuffed to Boomer Payne. Yeah, you should come down for that one.
That sounds exciting. I might have to.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big main event.
Without a doubt, man. So let me ask you: you've been in the business 2 years, okay, and you've fought to the top of many places that you are at, man. I mean, everywhere I look, I'm seeing posters with you're either challenging for a title or you got the title. How many titles do you hold right now?
Let's see. I'm the Pro Wrestling Union Heavyweight Champion, and I am the 3-count Next Level Champion, and that's all right now.
Okay.
I got some matches coming up for some titles, like in February 5th in Battle Zone, going for the United States Championship. So that could be another one. And then HWA. I don't know if you remember, Scott, but we don't have a heavyweight champion right now.
That is a vacant title. It very
that's
much
something
is.
I got my eye on.
I'm holding my breath, just waiting. Not literally, because I'd be dead by now. But I'm holding my breath, waiting to see how they're going to get a champion. Are they going to hold a tournament? They haven't, released anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I would love to see what's going to happen and who's going to be the number one contenders. Who's going to be the contenders for that championship? And if you're not one of them, we're probably going to riot. I'm just saying. At HWA, we're probably going to riot. There's probably enough HWA fans watching this right now to say they're behind me on that, without a doubt.
Right.
Gunner said, I wrestled in high school at Ford with him.
Okay, nice. Fred T. Ford. They've always been pretty good at wrestling.
Keith said, good to hear you're giving back by coaching.
Absolutely.
Now, how did that come about? Did you go back to your alma mater, or are you coaching at a school, or how did that happen?
I'm actually coaching at my old school's rival team. I'm coaching middle school right now.
Oh my God, you couldn't write it any better than this.
Yeah.
You're actually coaching a rival high school.
Yeah. So I went to Chase High School, and I'm coaching at East Middle, but it's about 5 minutes away from the high school I went to.
I got you.
East Rutherford Middle. Yep.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We pass up Chase every time we go up there toward that way to go up to watch wrestling.
Oh yeah,
cool. Caitlin said it's fun watching Chase fight, especially when I saw him. He is a good wrestler. And hello to you, Scott and Chase. Hello, Caitlin. How you doing tonight?
Thank you.
If it was Flair, then you don't have a chance. Oh,
Oh
he said if
yeah,
you were fighting Flair, you wouldn't have a chance.
that
I
would
don't
be a
know.
rough
Flair's
one.
kind of old, man. Chase might just, and that's another thing. Conditioning. You just spoke about it. You said that you go to the gym a lot. Who inspired you to? You probably already, like you said, you already like pumping, but pumping is a lot different than actually running the ropes and
Oh, yeah.
and doing that. What motivates you to get that rolling in your training?
Well, actually, there's a difference between wrestling, like you said, lifting weights and then running the ropes. But honestly, it's if you're trying to get in shape for wrestling and you just get on the treadmill or start running, that don't really help that. That will help your wind, but there's a difference between wrestling shape and like cardio shape like that. So the best way to, not get tired when inside the ring, get blown up, is to be in the ring all the time wrestling. You got to be running those ropes, getting in, chain wrestling. That's how you get in shape for it. And the best way, in my opinion, when I was like when I start coach wrestling, I'm rolling around with the guys with my the guys I'm coaching. That's when I'm in the best shape because I'm on the mat and I'm chain wrestling around with them. I get in the best shape for pro wrestling.
Now, Missy has a question. She said, "Who has been your favorite opponent so far?"
Favorite opponent. Let's see. I actually have a couple. So I wrestled in Tennessee a tag match against the Heat Seekers, and they're tough. Yeah,
They are a big up and coming. I hear about them all the time.
the Heat Seekers, man. I believe they might be the second best team. They're the best unsigned team, but they're probably up there in top team.
There's a lot of teams that just got mad at you right now. I can tell you right now because I can think of a few teams that I would love to see fight the Heat Seekers, and they would be good matches. But I understand where you're coming from, though.
Oh,
They are awesome. They are very good.
Another
Oh,
one.
go ahead.
Another one of my favorite opponents. Well, he's not my favorite guy, but I've wrestled him a couple times. It was tough matches. Derek Driver, I wrestled him at 3 count last year, and then I wrestled him a few months ago at Battle Zone. Those are always tough matches.
Now I have to ask you this because I've seen you wrestle many times at many different organizations, and you are a top-notch technical wrestler. I will put that out there.
Well, thank you.
Who was your favorite wrestler that you thought gave you a good technical wrestling match? You guys kind of did. You mentioned chain wrestling.
Yeah.
Who was the best at giving you the reversals right back and giving you that good match in the middle of the ring?
I'd have to say, man, I don't know. He's from Tennessee. I wrestled him at Pro Wrestling Union in Union, South Carolina, a few months ago. But a guy named David Anthony, he's a really good technical wrestler. The match is actually on YouTube on their on Pro Wrestling Union's YouTube channel. But yeah, he surprised me because he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it surprised me. He was able to keep up my wrestling, and I put him in some holds, and he was like reversing it, and I was like, the heck, like surprised me.
See, that's what you love, right? You love
Yeah.
to get in and you like having a good challenge.
Yeah.
And the fans love it. I mean, there's some people that, oh, this is boring, but chain wrestling's amazing for me, man. I mean, if you guys can go back and forth and then, of course you're always going to have, the high flying moves, the kicks, the slams and things like that. But me, I like watching the mind game in the ring, the story in the ring. That's what amazes me the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. Rick says Chase versus Jackson Sane. Has that ever happened?
That's going to happen next month, February 19th in Lincolnton, North Carolina.
February 19th in Lincolnton. What's the show?
See No Evil. It's a newer promotion.
Yes, very much so.
So that's going to be my first time being back in Lincolnton, where I got my start in about a year. So I'm making my return to Lincolnton, North Carolina.
Very, very good. I love it. John Matthews wants to know, who in AEW do you want to wrestle the most?
Let's see. I would love to wrestle. I'd like to wrestle MJF. I think that'd be a good match. Daniel Bryan or whatever, Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danielson now,
yeah.
We all know. No matter what name you call him.
Of course, CM Punk.
Oh man. I mean, you went right for Hulk Hogan when I asked you. So I know you're shooting for the stars, man. I know you're going straight for that brass ring. There's no
That's
doubt
right.
about it. That's what we love about it. Brian, big fan out there at HWA, said, "What's up, Chase?"
What's up, Brian?
Thomas Scott said, "What's up?"
What's up, Thomas? Hope you're doing good.
Joshua said, "Bam, sucker." I think he's trying to say something. You and Zuka King, maybe?
That's gonna happen. That's gonna
happen too.
Yeah, me and Zuka, and that's gonna be February 5th.
Oh my goodness! So they're hitting on all cylinders here, man. Chase, when did you graduate high school? I graduated from Central in 2004, he said.
I graduated in 2017.
There you go. Navy said, "Chase, we got to tag again." Uh-oh.
Yeah, me and Navy, we did tag there for a little bit.
Okay, I got you. So, which do you enjoy more, singles or tagging?
Singles, just because I've done it a lot more than tag. I mean, I like a good tag match, but I'm so used to wrestling all my years solo on the map, so it kind of fits.
What is your favorite kind of match? Is it just a regular match, or is there a stipulation you love to wrestle to?
I haven't done many stipulation matches. I mean, I've done a dog collar match, but like hardcore, I haven't done any of that. So I mean, I like a good singles match. To me, that's the bet that shows who's the better man. No weapons involved. I mean, that shows who's the better wrestler.
Caitlin overheard you, and she said, "Do you think you really have a chance versus CM Punk, Chase?" Just wondering.
Of course, I think I got a chance against anybody.
There you go. That I love that. I love that, and that's what AEW saw too. I love it. What about John Moxley? How about having a fight with the hardcore guy like that? Would you?
Oh yeah,
John Moxley.
I would do it. I would just have to watch out for all the weapons he's wanting to use.
Brady Collins says, "All worm, no soul" wants to run it back soon.
Yeah, I got to find me a tag partner
though. There you go, without a doubt. All right, guys, I'm going to go to a quick commercial break, a little 30-second commercial. Then we're going to come back, and then we're going to watch Chase Emery versus Navy Van Calvin at the Haliatsko Memorial Cup last year. We're going to watch it with Chase and get some ideas on, ask him some questions about, what he was thinking during the match and how things were going. Thank you, everybody, for showing up to watching this and asking questions. And I'm pretty sure Chase is having a good time. So we're going to hit this quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to watch that match together. We'll be right back.
L&L Fence Company, specializing in custom fencing from wood and aluminum to chain link. 9331 Albemarle Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give them a call today for your free estimate. 704-563-9544. L&L Fence Company, the king in custom fencing.
All right, L&L Fence Company. If you got anything that has to do with the fence, they will help you out. Just call them up. Let's get right to the match, man. Let's get this right up here on the screen. Here we go.
Let's do it.
And this is at HWA. This is in Rutherfordton, North Carolina. This was part of the Haliatsko Memorial Cup. And let's get right into it.
Chase Emery versus Navy Van Calvin.
And if you look to the right over there in the right-hand corner, you will see me sitting front row. You're going to pass me up here in a minute.
Chase Emery making his way to the ring.
There we go. And here comes the opponent.
And his opponent is another young, up-and-coming rising star in the Carolinas, Navy Van Calvin. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be looking at two superstars 5 years down the line, right here tonight, Haliatsko Memorial Cup 2021.
Philip Rollins said, "Chase, someone told me to tell you, hey, Sheldon says."
Navy Van Calvin trying to get the crowd hyped. They hyped.
Is this the first time you ever matched up against Navy Van Calvin?
Yes. And see,
'Cause
the thing is,
It kind of
We're-
shocked me that you two were fighting each other.
Yeah.
I know the reason why. We talked about it before the show, but with both of you guys being portrayed as babies here, it was kind of weird that you guys were fighting each other. That's why I asked.
we're both of us are friends. I mean, we're friends, so I mean, I'm not going to take a cheap shot at him, and he wasn't going to take a cheap shot at me. So, and I
Right.
think in this match, I mean, you don't see any cheap shots or anything.
Well fought match. Well fought match.
Yeah.
Philip Rollins is the ring announcer.
Introducing first, weighing in at 224 pounds, from Bullis Springs, North Carolina, the Blue Chipper,
Chase Emery.
In this moment, weighing in at 135 pounds, from Washington, D.C., Davey Van Calvin.
It's kind of weird hearing cheers after both people get announced. Usually somebody gets booed, but
This is going to be a great match. We've had 6 great matches already tonight, folks.
okay, there's another thing right there I've got to ask you. How many times have you gotten into the ring in your professional career in 2 years and literally shook the hand of your opponent?
Not very much.
It's a lost art nowadays. But I'm glad to see that you two did that. My dad is real big. I know he's in the other room watching this right now. He's really big on sportsmanship and showing sportsmanship to the kids out there.
Right.
And other than wiping your feet before you get in the ring, I think that's probably the second biggest thing that he looks for when competitors go to the ring. And I'm glad to see that happen.
Right. Yeah.
Collar elbows high by both men. Chase has an armbar firmly applied to Navy Van Calvin. Wrenches it even further. Up and over, that's the amateur background wrestling experience from Chase Emery on full display for everybody. Calvin with the arm of his own. Now a side headlock.
This is kind of that wrestling we were talking about at the beginning of the show.
Trying to wrench it, but Chase fights out of it. And once again, same sequence.
I said that was kind of like what we were talking about at the beginning of the show, the chain wrestling, the back and forth, getting the advantage. Who's going to get the advantage? And
Right.
both of you guys are great at doing this.
Right.
Once it caught him before. Turns into a pin. That's the, once again, more of the amateur wrestling background from Chase. As Navy counters out with the head scissors. Chase gets out. Headlocks him, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander for Chase Emery as Navy does it, and Chase with a head scissors. Both men are equally matched in skill set. It seems in the early going of this matchup.
Julie Hester said, hey.
Jockeying for position. Navy with the side headlock again. Chase throws him into the ropes. Shoulder tackle, but neither man goes down.
Not going up.
Oh.
Chase, once again, both men don't go down. We're in a shoulder tackle battle here, folks. Navy Van Calvin needs an arm drag.
Nice.
Fell right into it. Chase Emery applying maximum pressure now. Maybe able to get up. Twist the arm, whips him into the corner. Up and over by Navy. Maybe with an arm drag of his own. Wrenching it just like Chase just did there. Chase trying to grab the leg to get extra leverage or get him off his feet. Can't tell what he was going for. Maybe saw it though. Chase once again got.
Now again, this is back and forth, great wrestling match, but as you can see, the crowd isn't really, popping for every great move that's going on because you're both babies and we love both of you, and it's hard. That's why, and I'm making sure that the crowd realizes that that's the reason why when you're seeing a lot of these good moves, you're not seeing a whole, big pop. It's because the crowd is kind of confused because we love both of you guys. How does it feel when you get put in a match like this?
I like wrestling Navy and stuff, but yeah, it is kind of hard when it's that way. When I'm wrestling a guy that like Caleb Crocker, everybody hates him. They're going to cheer for me a lot. I got more people cheering for me, so the crowd.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, bro. Cole McAfee says, "Stop touching the pause button, Scott." They want to watch the match, but I got to ask questions. That's my job.
Yeah, we got to break down the match.
Yeah, that's right, man. And so far, it's been back and forth. Nobody's gotten real advantage. So
yeah,
we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit play for you, Cole.
I got
go ahead.
He got, like you said, it was back and forth. Like I arm dragged him, and then he got something, and I tried to shoot him off, but he ended up getting arm drag on me. So it's like we're going back and forth.
Right. The shoulder blocks, the whole 9 yards, man. This is really good match so far.
2 count only. Maybe trying to hype the crowd up. Once again, both men lock up. Chase now goes for a leg. Going for a takedown, but maybe caught in the back of Chase. And Chase just drags that shoulder right into Navy. Chase now has Navy in a very bad position with the side headlock, full control. Navy, though, doing his best to get to his feet, and he does. Twist the arm yet again. Goes to whip him in a rope. Navy counters. Ducks the clothesline. A big shoulder block by Chase Emery. Goes for a pin. Navy gets up at the count of 2. Wow, just Chase picked him up like he was nothing. Goes for a pin. Maybe kicks up at 2 though, but that took a lot out.
Now I'm stopping it again. I'm sorry, Cole, but Peter Pan made a good thing here. He said neither wrestler can feed off the crowd, and that's one of the things right here. When it's not good versus evil, it's kind of hard because the crowd don't know what to do. And like I said, we love both of these guys so much, but it is so far again a terrific match back and forth. James wants to know if you ever thought of making Navy a tag team partner. I think you said you have been a tag team partner.
We used to tag a little bit, but we haven't in a while. I wouldn't mind, tagging again.
And I'm glad Navy's watching it with us. He said, damn, didn't know I looked that good. All right, back to the match. All right, come on, work for me. There we go.
Out of him. That face tells it all, folks. Chase now on the attack. Going for a suplex. Navy counters it. Small package. 2. Almost a 2 count. Chase, though, right back to the arm. Attacking the arm of Navy Van Calvin. Whips, counters.
Oh,
Chase, a huge forearm by Navy. Back elbow by Navy Van Calvin. Falls over a clothesline. Takes Chase off his feet. Picks Chase Emery up. Navy Van Calvin showing his strength. Wow! But it may have done more damage to his back. The cumulative effect of Chase Emery taking its toll on Navy Van Calvin. Maybe they're going outside.
uh-oh.
I think he sees it.
I think this was the beginning of the end right here.
Maybe calling for an elbow or a frog splash. If it's the elbow, he's calling for game over already. Went for an elbow, but he got out of the way. Landed on his feet. Chase kicked him in the stomach, though.
This
Going
is
for that corkscrew. Chase, counters. Almost pinned Chase. Kicks him again. Is he getting that? Is he going for the corkscrew? Yes. Nails Navy Van Calvin with it. Goes for the pin. Scientific at this point.
Yeah,
And Chase Emery beats Navy Van Calvin in a really competitive match, folks. Give it up for both men.
All right, there you go. Wow, what a match. Now, after a match like that, and that match went 9 minutes, almost 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And back and forth. How tired do you get after a match like that? How exhausting truly is it when you went to the back?
I'll be honest, some matches are different. Like some matches I can go 15 minutes and feel good, and then sometimes it's like it's also has to do with the crowd. Sometimes like I can go 6 minutes, the crowd not making no noise, and I will get more tired. But 20 minutes, the crowd's hot, man. I can go out there and not be tired.
Is it true what they say that the crowd can pump you up? You get that adrenaline going in a restaurant. I've never been in the ring, so that's a legitimate question.
Yeah, when the crowd's cheering, man, and you get that reactions behind everything you're doing. Absolutely, I feed off that, and it makes the adrenaline pump. It gives me more energy. Absolutely.
During the match, Cole said, notice Navy was trying to get the crowd on his side. Chase was concentrated on the match and didn't take his eyes off Navy. That might have been what gave you the edge.
That's right.
Julie said, Casey's going to be your tag team partner. Talking about this Saturday. We're going to show the poster here in a few minutes.
Right.
Ron Emerson. You guys got to check out this guy's podcast. He just had Chase Emery on his show yesterday, I believe. So, yeah, check out Ron Emerson. Go and watch the interview with Chase over there, and you'll get even more information on Chase Emery. So, 2 years in, you've got a bunch of followers, everything. I mean, how does it feel to you look around and you see guys, and I'm not downing anybody when I say this, but in 2 years, you have leaps and bounds jumped over some other people who've been in the business for years. I mean, some of these guys have been in the business 20, 25 years and never even sniffed AEW Dark. Here you are in 2 years, and AEW's looking at you. And Casey Fox, who you're tagging with this weekend, has been on AEW Dark. I mean, you're rubbing elbows with, you're moving up. How does it feel?
Oh man, it feels great. Like I'm grateful for everything. I'm blessed. It comes down to all who you surround yourself with. You got to surround yourself with good people. And I've always, since being in the business, I've surrounded myself with good people. I'm only 23 years old, but some of my best friends now are in their 40s. I like to hang out with guys that are a little bit older than me, because
you're absorbing all that information too, because they're all wrestlers,
exactly.
Right?
They're giving me advice, and I get to hear the stories of them, back in the day and all that stuff. And I love hearing that kind of stuff. The car rides to the shows are sometimes more fun than the actual shows.
Navy, even though he lost, he said that was one of my favorites. Glad to work with you, Chase.
Absolutely.
That was a great match, Navy. And you too, Chase, without a doubt.
I appreciate it.
My dad said, you seem to think and then do. He likes that in you. Oh, here we go. Urban Legend said, Golden Boy, huh?
Golden Boy.
Uh-oh. Urban Legend's been on AEW Dark also, so he's
Okay,
another guy.
cool.
So
Cool.
he's another guy. I would love to see you and Urban go at it because Urban's a pretty big guy too. He's
really?
pretty built too.
Yeah, we might have to
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, Pete, Pro Wrestling Union, that would be a good match. I'm just saying. Irvin travels. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there, Cole. Wink, wink. Just putting it out there. He said you're a very smart kid. Zach, there you go. PWF said people still talking about Chase versus Marcus Cross match. So tell me about you went up against Marcus Cross. Tell me about that match.
Yeah, let's see. It was Lake Wiley back in October. Marcus Cross, he had Griff Garrison from the Varsity Blondes on his in his corner, and I had the G, Derek Vanderford, in my corner, and pretty even match. But man, towards the end, something happened to where Griff knocked out the G, Vanderford, and that distracted me. And then Marcus, he had a Spanish fly on me, and he got the victory. But looking back, I was a little mad at first for losing, but it was definitely a good match.
When you have a promoter that comes on and talks about a match that happened in October and we're heading into February, that's pretty awesome right there.
Yeah.
Julie says it like all of us have said it since we've watched you from the beginning, man. We're all proud of you, man.
Oh,
we are all proud.
Thank you for the support.
Sky's the limit for you, man. How does it feel to have that squeaky clean? Because Urban Legend come in Golden Boy. How does it feel when everybody is that sort of do you get tired of hearing that? You're the squeaky clean guy. You're the, you're the guy who does nothing wrong. You never cheat. Are we going to see a Hulk Hogan big turn for Chase Emery somewhere down the road?
I mean, I don't mind it when people, call me like clean cut and stuff. Like I don't have any tattoos or anything, which is kind of rare. A lot of wrestlers like to have tattoos, but I don't. But yeah, I don't get really tired of it. No, I plan on being a good guy in HWA, being a good guy.
Without it, well, we couldn't see you any other way. See, we in HWA, we're so used to cheering on somebody and then they turn. Big Country, big example.
But we all
cheered for 4 years and then the big turn. So
we all miss them now, though, don't we?
Oh, we do, without a doubt. I mean, he was always the one guy, and I'm not even kidding when I say this. If anybody ever canceled on #Truth, I could always go to Big Country. Hey, Big Country, I've got nobody. Dude, just fire me up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
The first time he ever did that for me, we had a 2-hour and 39-minute marathon on here. It's still the longest #Truth I've ever had. I'm not going to put you up to that, but 2 hours and 39 minutes, and we probably could have went for 4 hours without a doubt. But it was he's very, very missed already, without a doubt. Yeah. Did you ever get the chance to fight Big Country?
I think you were at one of the shows that me and him wrestled. Me and him right when he won the title. I want to say. Maybe it was like the show after that. Me and him wrestled for the heavyweight championship, but Caleb Crocker ended up interfering with it. So
I do remember he came out late. That's right, and that's where you two started. That's right. That's right. That he interfered, and that's what started y'all's rivalry, which is, by the way, a great rivalry. I'm going to get to everybody's comments, I promise, but if I don't put this poster up, there's a certain guy out there who's going to club me in the head. So let's get right to this poster, man. Stand By Me, Heritage Wrestling Alliance presents Stand By Me Saturday, January 29th. Doors open 6:30, bell time 7:30. Tickets are $10 at the door. Children 12 and under get in for $5. It's at 217 Gilkey School Road in Rutherford, North Carolina. You don't want to miss it. Chase Emery and Casey Fox in an inter-tag match against Caleb Crocker and Miss Larkin. You don't want to miss that. As you see, the tag team champions are going to be there. Thunder Anderson and Cruiser Lewis, and Myrick Moore is going to be there. And we have still yet to answer the question at HWA. How are they going to deal with the heavyweight championship that is vacated right now? And Chase brought that up earlier. Chase, you've got to be in the running for that.
Yeah, I mean, I got my eye on that title, you know. So I don't know how they're going to do it. I can tell you this though. This is probably a little bit of information I'm leaking out. I'm giving you some early scoop. So we got the 9th. In the next 2 weeks, that's February the 12th. We got the Bunkhouse Brawl.
Oh.
I'm just going to go ahead and announce I am in the Bunkhouse Brawl.
Oh, sweet. If you guys don't know what the Bunkhouse Brawl is, it is HWA's pretty much Money in the Bank. You go in, you win the Bunkhouse Brawl trophy. It's a big HWA trophy, beautiful trophy.
Yep.
You can turn that in at any time, anywhere for a match of your choice, whether it be championship or anything. You call the shots and when it happens. And Chase has just announced that he is going to be one of the contenders. Speaking of champions there, Chris Thunder Anderson. Chase is a good kid and has great things ahead of him, of course, as long as he stays out of my way. You knew that was coming.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Man. Have you had the good fortune of Chris Thunder Anderson having you on the mat, curling up your arm and stomping on your elbow?
I've wrestled Thunder a few times, but I don't think he did that to me. But
every time I see that move, I just shiver.
Yeah, it don't look very comfortable. He's a mean dude. He's a mean guy.
Without a doubt. But I'll tell you what, he is one of the best wrestlers we have out there. And
yeah, he's a veteran.
And I mean, yes, very much so. Chase is thinking ahead at HWA. I like that in Chase, though. That's why we love Chase. That's why we want Chase to be the next heavyweight champion. That we're rooting for it. Brian Sisk said, you're talking with your new HWA heavyweight champion right now. See, we're all behind you. But I'm pretty sure there's a few people out there who have a problem with you saying that. I'm pretty sure Myrick Moore has a problem with that. I'm pretty sure that I can't even think of his name. And it's Phil, not Fell. I got you, Rollins. I got you. And I'm pretty sure there's, like I said, there's a lot of them there that are definitely going to be chasing after you.
Definitely.
The unbookables aren't going to like that at all. None of them.
I mean, heck, I'm in the bunkhouse, so that means 29 other guys aren't going to like that. I want to be, the next heavyweight champion. They're all gunning for it.
I felt Chase can go as far as he wants. He meant feel. I got you now.
I appreciate that.
That's coming from a ring announcer, so I hope he announces better than he types. Let's just say that. I love you, Phil. I love you, Bam. You know I do. Joshua said he's Steinborn approved. Okay, I got you. So let me ask you, I think we asked you this earlier, but is there anybody out there in independent wrestling in this area who you would really like to, not just in our area, but anywhere USA wide that you would love to get into the ring with? I know you watch not only yourself, but I know when you get on Facebook, you're watching other companies and is there anybody else out there you'd love to get into the ring with and just tie it up?
Trying to think. You talking about just independent
professional wrestling? Anybody?
I don't know if he wrestles anymore. There's a guy in South Carolina. His name's Chase Brown.
Okay.
I think me and him would have a good match. He used to do catch wrestling, which is similar to like the amateur wrestling. I mean, same moves and stuff, just different kind of rules. But yeah, definitely a guy like him would be somebody.
Ron Emerson said Chase Emery versus Luka Daniels would be money.
Yes, yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I would love that. I would like to see. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? It didn't even come up on the screen. I clicked on. There it goes. Hey, Vicky, welcome to Hashtag Truth. Another guy that I would love to see you. Wow, you're talking about cornflower, Chase Brown, cauliflower, cornflower. What did I say? Cornflower, cauliflower. I'm okay tonight. Really, I am. That's true. Chase Emery with anyone is money. That is, I couldn't agree
Thank you.
more. I could arrange that with cauliflower. You might have got in over your head, sir, because I know Cole knows them. There you go. Take care of your pits, Chase Emery. There's a story there. What's up with that?
That's a story. That's a story for today. That's a story. Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Is that one of them? Got to keep it. Is that one of them boys stories that just stays with the boys?
Yeah, that's just stay in the locker room story.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Steve, you turned them red, brother. You turned them red. Chase Emery is the future of wrestling. I agree with you 100%.
Thank you.
I truly do. Now you made it to AEW. What did it feel like when you got there? Was you treated like a rookie? Did they treat you like you belonged? A few more questions. We got like 5 minutes left in the show if you want to know. So I'm gonna go back to AEW for a minute. Did you feel comfortable? Did you feel scared? How was your feelings when you first got there?
No, I mean, I wasn't scared at all. How I felt was I felt like I belonged. So when I got there, I felt like, hey, I belong as much as, all these other guys. So they're all stars. So I'm going to act like I'm a star too. So I kept it professional. I dressed professional like always. And they treated me really good. I didn't get treated like I was just some, slub they brought in from the street. I mean, they fed me, I ate, the catering and stuff, was in the locker room. So, I mean, they treated me like a star.
Nice. Now, was you you probably weren't the only indie star there.
Right.
You probably had a few others. Did you guys stick to, yourselves over in the locker room, or did you mingle? How did you act while you were in the locker room?
Yeah, we kind of stuck to ourselves. I mean, some other guys, the guy I tagged with, Patrick Scott, I think he's from South Carolina.
Right.
TJ Moss was there.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of who else. Caprice Coleman, who's a commentator for like Ring of Honor, he was there. He didn't wrestle any darks, but he was just in the locker room and stuff. And he's a great guy. I like being around. But yeah, I think that's about it for like independent talents in the area.
I got you. Brian Sisk said Thunder versus Chase for the HWA Heavyweight Championship. Take my money, please. I would love to see that. That would be a brawl and a half, without a doubt.
That would be a brawl.
What would you tell? What would you take from today? If you could go back in time, what would the Chase Emery of today tell the Chase Emery who decided to start wrestling? What would you tell that guy that started 2 years ago in Lincolnton, North Carolina?
Yeah, I would just tell him, keep getting in the ring. It only comes with time. Nobody can step into this, in the ring the first time and just be, the best wrestler ever. It takes time. You're not going to be able to be in the ring just a couple times and master this. It takes, and like, I'm nowhere near close to mastering, like I got a long ways to go. I've sent my matches to some guys that have been doing it for years, and they've told me a lot of the mistakes I'm making, and I listen. I don't get frustrated. I mean, I don't care if they tell me, hey, you did this wrong or that didn't look good. I'm not one of these guys to be like, oh, why you gotta, say that. I'm like, I absorb that. I take that as they're giving me feedback. That's free feedback. I'm going to take that and learn from it.
Right.
So yeah, definitely, get feedback whenever you can. And then, the motto I'm using right now is, execution of 10 and then difficulty of 5, so keep it simple, stick to your basics, because your basics are everything. Your basics are your foundation,
Right. I mean, you have a lot of and I don't mean this disrespectful in any way, but you have a lot of kids out there who are just getting into the business.
Yeah.
And they put moves over what you just said.
Right.
Their spots go before, the basics. They want to get out there. The first thing they want to learn is how to do a 450 off the top rope.
Right.
Instead of tying it up in chain wrestling.
A lot of them, and it's funny because I'm actually, I'm still a kid from what a lot of people tell me, but
Right.
the kids they don't care about the crowd reaction. They say, "Well, I'd rather I'm doing this because I would like it." They're doing it for their own pleasure. They don't care what the crowd thinks. I mean, how do you know the crowd's going to like that if you're already pre-planned you're going to do it? So
And I have one thing to tell them as a fan. When they do that, they're going to be stuck, and they're going to watch the guys that do that get where you're at. Going up to AEW, they're going up to WWE. See, that's the difference. And I keep telling people, and I'm not a genius either, but I'm a fan, and I know what I like to see. And if I see somebody working hard and they're trying to entertain me, and you are one of them, you are definitely on that top 10 list without a doubt in our area. It, it, you could tell who's working hard. It's the ones that are getting looked at from those huge companies, and I'm proud to say you're one of them, man, without a doubt. Wow. Okay. Few more questions, and then we're out of here. This guy right here. Tell me what this guy means to you.
Oh, that's the man right there. Coming up, I think it's January 30th, I believe. I got the date wrong at first, but 2021, January 30th. That was the first time Derek Vanderford ever managed me. So we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary, and we're wrestling this Friday, me and him, in Chester, APW Chester in South Carolina. So that's kind of like our 1-year anniversary. But yeah, being paired up with him, man, he's been around a long time, and he's really helped me get me on shows and stuff. That's the man right there.
Here you go. Now, at 3 Count Pro Wrestling, you're the next level champion, correct?
Yep.
Which means that next level championship is sort of the catalyst to get you to the heavyweight championship, correct?
Well, originally, I talked to some people about that because originally the next level championship was kind of like a Money in the Bank, where you could cash it in. But they so last year they changed that. They added a new show.
I was going to say, because the heavyweight champion is on here saying, tell Chase he needs to add some critique the Soliel gymnastic routines to his arsenal. I can't pronounce that, but
yeah,
it's all just a big lead up to tell you the champ is here.
Right. PJ Ellis, man, he's a short guy. He's pale. He looks like a child. No, he's like 6'5", so he doesn't look like children out there playing.
Oh man, I saw
side jokes between me and him.
I shared the picture of the 4 champs, the tag team, the next level, and the heavyweight champ for 3 Count that you guys took. I shared that on my page.
You see how he stood beside me on purpose to make me look small?
Yeah. And you're not small by any means. Give us your measurements.
So height 6'1", and then 200. It just depends on the day. I'm around like 225.
Okay.
Yeah, 6'1".
I don't know what this is about, bro, but I'm assuming that on some certain show you didn't shave your armpits or something, man.
And I didn't, but from now on.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. That was, oh my gosh. Okay. Please don't act like MJF. Oh man, I think he's talking to PJ Ellis. I think she's talking to PJ Ellis. Would you fight PJ Ellis for the heavyweight championship? Would you turn in that next level if they gave you an opportunity to do that? Would you do it?
Hey, I mean, if the opportunity's there, I'm going to take it.
Now he's sucking up to you. Love you, Chase. Now that you said you'll challenge him for his title.
I mean, absolutely, and I think
Cole's going to give me the story later.
Yeah, it's a funny one, so.
I believe it is. I believe it is.
It's a funny story.
Derek Vander. Now, the first time I believe I saw Mr. Vanderford, I was actually interviewing Cole Maccabee from Pro Wrestling Union, and Cole Maccabee was in his trailer out in the woods, having a vacation, and Derek shows up out of the blue. So how he knew where he was at, but he was, I don't know who he was managing at the time. I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but that was the first time I had ever had him on hashtag truth. So I know he's a good manager. Has he taught you anything? I don't mean this in a bad way, but has he taught you anything that is stuck as through the eyes of a manager? Like, hey, you need to do this, or maybe you need to do that.
Absolutely. I mean, there's been some small things, that he's taught me, and then I'll say this: since I've been paired up with him, Derek Vanderford, the G, and Dion Johnson, they do not go well. So when I,
Dion, yeah.
I have a problem with Dion, but when I got pulled in with the G, I ended up that automatically made me and Dion rivals. So I wrestled Dion a lot, numerous times throughout last year, and wrestling him, I learned a lot of things, just by wrestling him. So. And,
Cole said that Vanderford stalked him and stole one of his plants.
what was Cole just doing out in the middle of the woods?
Just trying to get away, I think he was just trying, you know how it is being a promoter. You just, got to get away and go have a day in the woods and just be by yourself. And it just happened to be the night that he had to be on hashtag truth. So he, and Cole's a man of his word. If he makes an appointment, he sticks to it. So
right.
We were talking about the matches, and next thing you know, in comes Mr. Vanderford, just having a seat right next to Cole. You have to go back and watch it. It's a pretty good interview, man.
I'll have to.
All right, guys. If you guys don't have any more questions, man, I want to thank everybody for showing up, man. We had Cole Maccabee, Missy, Derek Vanderford, PJ Ellis showed up, Ron Emerson showed up, Keith Carter. I mean, everybody. Brian Sisk. Thank you for the questions, James. Everybody who showed up, man, I appreciate it. Chase, nothing but the best of luck to you, sir.
Yeah, man.
And I cannot wait till Saturday. We're going to show the poster one more time before we go. This Saturday, January 29th, Heritage Wrestling Alliance presents Stand By Me. Doors open 6:30, bell time 7. Tickets are $10 at the door, $5 for children 12 and under. 217 Gilkey School Road, Rutherford, North Carolina. It's going to be Chase Emery and KC Fox in an intergender match versus Caleb Crocker and Miss Larkin. You don't want to miss it. Big time rivalry starting there. And of course, Chase has already announced he's going to be part of the Bunkhouse Brawl at HWA. And he's also announced that he is looking for the HWA Heavyweight Championship.
Absolutely.
Have I about covered it?
Oh, yeah. Hey, the 29th, this Saturday, man, we're going to pack out the Gilkey Community Center. That mixed tag match, we got 2 girls going at it. Cat fight, so I think it's going to, the fans are going to see that.
Without a doubt. Now I have to do this. I do this every give you guys an opportunity every show. Please tell the promoters if they see this show and they go, man, I'd love to have Chase on my show. Where can they get a hold of you, Chase?
You can message me on Messenger for my Facebook. It's Chase Emery, Emery is my Facebook. And then I'm on Instagram, Chase_Emery_wrestling. You can DM me or however you want to. And then I am on Twitter at Chase_Emery98. I don't get on too much because not many, promoters post the poster. So I don't really have anything to like retweet or anything. But I'll get on there every once in a while. So you can, contact me through that way. And if you're looking just, other things about me, I have a YouTube channel. It's just Chase Emery, Emery is my YouTube channel.
There you go, guys. Well, I'm going to end it like this, folks. Chase Emery, they call him the Blue Chipper, but he's multi-time champion. He's been on AEW Dark. This kid's going places, and that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys Wednesday for another great show. Thank you, Chase.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Appreciate it.